welcome back to my channel. My name is Beige. If you are new here, welcome. So today's video is exciting because I'll be trying out a couple of products that I got from my local drugstore. This is the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, all-in-one foundation by Milani. This is not a new product, but it's new for me because I typically use Makeup Forever's foundation, or I'll use my Fenty Beauty foundation, but I ran out of both of them at the same time. So I decided to give this foundation a try, but I did order this directly from Milani's website. I didn't know what color I should have gotten because when you order, concealer or foundation online, or any type of makeup for that fact, online, it's difficult for you to find your perfect tone. So I did end up getting two shades, and I was hoping that if one was dark and one was light, I can mix them together and create my own perfect shade. But looking at it in the actual package, both of them look way too light for me. I got 11A Nutmeg and 10 Golden 10. So I'm thinking that this 11A Nutmeg is going to be a perfect match for me and not the 10 Golden 10, because this looks way too light. But it could be lighter in the bottle than it is on the skin. So we're going to try both of these out. And I'm also excited because I picked up this Age Rewind Eraser of Dark Circles Treatment Concealer. This is by Maybelline. I know you guys have seen this. This has been on the market for years and years and years. When it first came out, I actually did purchase the darkest shade from Target, but that shade, honey, that shade, it was the darkest shade, and it had to be Michael Jackson's complexion, honey. When I put that thing on, it was white, like stark white. I was like, where am I going with this? So I had to return that, and then recently I noticed that they have other shades that cater towards darker women. So I did go ahead and I picked up the caramel shade, and I am excited to be trying this out. So the fact that this Milani Conceal and Perfect has a concealer and a foundation in one, and this is said to erase dark circles completely. I do not have to prep my skin by color correcting it or adding anything else on top. Well, that is the plan. So hopefully that works out and I don't have to use like an orange color corrector or anything to correct any of my imperfections. So I was actually inspired to do this makeup look by a picture that I saw on Pinterest by such an amazingly talented artist. I'll put her information down below in the description box, or I'll put it somewhere on the screen for you guys to see, and so you can check her out. But I have done neon makeup looks before, but I've never done this shape and a neon makeup look, so I'm super excited to be doing this one today. I am grabbing my Morphe 35B palette, and I'll be using the purple shade here. And I'm also grabbing my Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'll be using this lighter purple shade here. So for the actual neon, I'll be using my Stargazer Eye Dust, and this is in the color 202. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is use my MAC paint pot, and this is in pure white. I'm just going to use that all over my lid and up here in my eye socket. Whenever I'm doing like a really neon bright color that I need to show up on dark skin, I have to go with this. Normal primers do not work for me, but P. Louise has one that everyone talks about all the time. I have not been able to get my hands on it because it's been sold out for a while, but I definitely want to try that. This is more of a user-friendly, easy to get to product though. So I'm just going to blend this out. I'm going high because I know that this graphic liner comes up pretty high. So I know I may go over my eyebrows a bit, and that's fine. I'm just going to blend that out with this brush. Okay, so I'm going to grab my MAC 239 brush, and I'm grabbing my Urban Decay palette. I'm going to go in with this lighter purple shade, and I am basically going to determine where I want this to go. So I'm doing like an outline of it. So now that I got this basic cat eye shape, I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush and that purple shade in the 35B palette. And I'm just going to go to darken it. Just darkening it up. Okay, so now I look like a superhero, y'all. Super villain, something. But we're going to continue darkening that. I am going to go in and add a little bit more depth by applying this darker purple color. I'm using more of a pointed brush. This is a pencil brush, but it has more of a pointed tip. This is from Morphe. It's their E24 brush. I am just going to go in the center of that to create depth right there. I am taking a blending brush and I'm going to blend that out a little bit. Now that I got that blended, now I'm going to really go in and try to define that darker, deeper purple. And then we're going to add white on top. After we add the white, we're going to add the Stardust to the center just to make it pop out. I'm really going to carve a line in the center. Okay, so now I'm going to grab that same primer that I used to prime my eyes, and I'm going to use this Zoeva brush. This is their 317 winged liner brush. Okay, so now I'm going to go in where the darkest, deepest purple is, and I'm going to go in the middle of that, and I'm basically going to carve out this cat eye shape with this white liner. After this, I'm just going to dust it off and then go over any areas that may be a little crooked with a darker shade. And then I'm going to repeat the step one more time by adding the white on top of this neon and then applying the neon and then cleaning up again. Okay guys, so now I'm back and I am going to swatch the two Milani foundations that I got because it's time for my foundation. This is 11A Nutmeg. It looks very orange on me. It's a little weird. This is Golden Tan. Golden Tan is way too light. Way too light. And 11A Nutmeg Looks extremely orange, and that's light too. It is blending out though. Okay, so I'm just going to use a Lemonade Nutmeg, and I'm going to use a pump of my foundation that I usually use. And we're going to apply that to my face. And then we're going to come back and apply the Age Rewind Concealer. For primer, I'll be using my Milk of Magnesia, just because I need my skin to be matte today. Ooh, this looks way too orange. Amazing coverage though. It did cover everything. The concealer that I usually use is by LA Girl, and it is their Pro Conceal. As you all know, you guys probably use this too, and I use it in the shade Warm Honey, but they don't carry that shade anymore, so I'm hoping that this one can replace it. So far it looks about the same, and it's doing an amazing job at like covering my pores, which I'm really impressed by. It's covering my pores. It's very full coverage. I like the application wand. It's different for sure, but I don't like the fact that most of the product is getting stuck in the application wand. The concealer, I like it. I definitely think that I will be buying this more. I definitely love the coverage of it. Now I'm just going to set that concealer with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. If you have a short amount of time to get ready for wherever you're going and you want to wear this look, don't do it. Because it literally took me about 3 hours and I'm still here doing my makeup. So yeah, it's a long process. Now I'm just going to take my brush and just buff all of this powder away. Typically I would let it bake for a few minutes, but honey, I gotta get out of here and take some pictures for Instagram before the sun goes down. We don't got time to be baking today. Okay, so now I am going to use some blush. I'll be grabbing my Lovejoy by MAC. So now I'll be grabbing my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dream palette, and I'll be going in with Ethereal, and that's a purple shimmer highlight color. I'm just going to apply that highlighter to the highest points of my cheeks, just for some extra, you know, because it's nice and shimmery and glittery. I think I'm gonna use Unicorn on top. Yes. I don't even know if you can see the details, but I'm going to get some good footage outside so you guys can see how pretty this looks, because the camera is doing it no justice. Very pretty, pretty, pretty. Now we're just gonna grab this. It's Conceited by Artist Couture. I'm just gonna highlight my nose. Now for lipstick, I am going more for a nude color, so I am going to be using Lime Cashmere. But for the base color, I am going to be using NYX's Embellishment. And then I may go over it with a gloss once I get outside when the sun is shining on it. I think that would be really pretty. All right, we are finished. I'm just going to spray it, add some final touches, and I'll come back and show you the finished look.
Ojai. Yeah, that's right. It's Beige, Ojai.